What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, of course, with Reaction Gig Economy. And as always, we want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. And I know you guys are sick and tired of hearing that thing, because I've been saying that shit for like 9 years now, but I still feel that same way. Been on the road all day long, and we have some more news on the Dallas Cowboys, search for a new head coach, and it seems like they are really circling the wagons around Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer is getting not his first interview, but his second interview. They're doing it today. Now, most teams, here's what most teams did. Here's what the Bears did. The Bears went through and immediately called to get interviews when the season ended on Black Monday with the Detroit Lions to speak with Aaron Jones and Ben Johnson. And they got interviews that first week. Then the Bears went through and said, you know, we really like Ben Johnson. And immediately once they lost, got in contact, brought him in and interviewed him and hired him, boom, that same day. Literally. So they didn't waste any time. The Cowboys wasted time by waiting a week before they even thought about talking to anybody with Mike McCarthy, because Jerry Jones is full of spite. So here we go. The Cowboys finally, God, it's only been a week. It's literally like, I feel like I have literally lived a lifetime in the last week and 2 days since Mike McCarthy basically said, take this job and shove it. It has been 9 days. And I have been through, have you been through as much as I have? Look at this. Look, I'm going to say I'm getting grayer by the minute with the Cowboys. My God, it's been 9 days. And we've gone from Mike McCarthy not coming back to Deion Sanders getting called by Jerry Jones to Robert Saleh, Kellen Moore, Deion, possibly Ben Johnson. We heard those rumors and stuff. We've talked about Jason Witten, and now we're looking at Jason Witten being part of the staff for Brian Schottenheimer. And it was just yesterday. Was it yesterday? I can't even keep up. I think it was yesterday morning that they said that Vegas put the odds on that Brian Schottenheimer was the leading odds guy for this. It's just like, I feel like I've gone through a whole lifetime here. So we're hearing that they're doing a second interview with Brian Schottenheimer. So yeah, it's literally getting to be right there. It's beginning to look more and more like he's the one. Unless they're just playing games, because, you know, they did the Robert Saleh, they did the Leslie Frazier. I forgot about Leslie Frazier. Jeez, we had to have that. And it looks like Robert Saleh might be going to Jacksonville, so the idea of him being a defensive coordinator doesn't seem quite the same. And here's where you wonder if Mike Zimmer now, God, I forgot, there's so many moving frickin' parts, jeez.
So Mike Zimmer staying or going?
Well, Mike Zimmer is kind of in a holding pattern. And see, Mike Zimmer is not a long-term thing, I don't think, at 68. Manassas Battlefield. Boom. First Manassas and second Manassas. And then there's the Stone House that's over here, too. That the Stone House that's historic. And it is like 15 years younger than the Red Brick House. I'm sorry, I digress. Be that as it may, we have gone through all kinds of emotions to finally end up back where we're just going to get a guy from our team, because that's what the Joneses do. The Joneses like to promote from within people that they know. And that's that. What's your thoughts, Mike? Brian Schottenheimer? Does that mean you'll still be a fan? So that is the stone house. We're here at Manassas battlefield. I broke my first bone here. We were on the trail for 2nd Manassas battlefield in Boy Scouts. And up there at the visitor center, before we did the hike, we were throwing frisbee, right? Frisbee. And just running and catching everything else. And I was running to catch the frisbee, and I hit the side of my right foot on the curb. Bam. And it hurt. It hurt. And I could feel it swelling up. But being young and dumb, we did the whole trail. We're walking the trail. And at some point, I felt it just kind of, and I want to say the trail had gone over here, because I remember being on this side of the road, and it was over here, and I was like, I can't walk anymore. I can't walk anymore. My scout leader being, like it was 40-some years ago, you're just being a whip. You just don't feel like doing the hike. You're just tired. It's like, no, my foot is really bad. It kind of gave me a hard way to go. In which case, finally, somebody's father came through and picked me up in the car and so on. And went home, and my foot was really bothering me. And my parents took me to the doctor, got an x-ray, and my 5th metatarsal was fractured. And they put me in a cast. Right over here. That's the first broken bone I ever had. I forgot about that. And so then the scoutmaster, he kind of felt like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were faking it. I don't fake shit. If I tell you I'm hurt, I'm fucking hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? Anyway, that's what the Cowboys do. They hire within guys that they feel comfortable with, and they're not going to take a chance in trying to roll the dice and compete against other people. And I don't know why they're scared to compete against others for coaches, for free agents. I guess they feel like we don't know how to bid, because you look at it when they've had to make moves. People understand how to fleece the Cowboys. I ask you, when was the last time you said, my God, that's a great contract that they just did with that guy? Or when was the last time, they made a move trading somebody or trading for somebody, and you say, man, that was a great move? They don't, because they suck. What? The good moves that they have is getting Kayvon Turpin and getting...
you talking about currently?
Yeah, Kayvon Turpin and Brandon Albury.
What about,
signing 2 undrafted guys that nobody wanted at the time.
If you're not talking about currently, what about Mark Cooper while he was here?
They paid too much. They gave up a number 1 for him. And then when they traded him, they got too little. You can't look at that and say, oh, that was a great deal, man. We got a 5th round draft pick. When 3 years later, Cleveland trades him and gets a 3rd. They got a 3rd. Cleveland got a 3rd.
And isn't he... What?
On top of it, we paid most of the salary.
Wait. But does he play for the Bills?
Yeah.
He's in the AFC. And he might be going to a Super Bowl.
Right. So, there you have it. Unfortunately, this video might take some time to be uploaded, because like I said, we're on the back roads of Manassas battlefield. And sometimes, they just don't put the cell towers. Alrighty, good people, it's been a busy day, and with this being a second negotiation or interview, this may be where Jerry Jones says, okay, you're our coach, and sign on the dotted line, and maybe we hear that announcement today.
You know what's going to happen. You know what he wants to do.
What's that?
One of his 2 former coaches going to the Super Bowl. So he wants to shine over top of him.
Well, you'd wait till the weekend to do that.
Well, no, they're doing a second interview. They haven't signed him yet.
Yeah, but if you're doing a second interview, then you're pretty sure that this is my guy. You can't look around and say, well, He just met the guy. I mean, he's been here for 2 years. You know, you know him. He's been here for 2 years. You know his name.
Yeah,
you know his laugh. You know his voice. You know what he does with the players and the interaction.
Like you said, if you want to make a splash, you want to wait.
You want to make a splash, and you sign Dion. If you want to create a controversy, you hire Brian Schottenheimer. So there you go. Peace.